Welcome, one and all, to this Star Trek Online live stream. As always, I am your host, Mike, and tonight I thought I would play just a little bit of Star Trek Online to commemorate a day in Star Trek lore from the year 2063, April 4th, 2063, which is actually the day before First Contact. Now, I know First Contact is actually on April 5th, 2063, according to the movie Star Trek First Contact, but, with today being, the fictional day when the crew of the Enterprise E followed a Borg sphere back in time to prevent them from assimilating Earth and the rest of the Alpha Quadrant, I thought I would go ahead and play Star Trek Online, and I'm going to do so as my jem'hadar character. Unfortunately, there will not be a Sunday Night Frontiers tonight. I'd hoped that there would be an episode of Frontiers for you tonight, but I haven't heard back from TKO, aka Aaron. So, because I haven't heard back from him, I decided I would just go ahead and stream Star Trek Online. Like I said, gonna do a mission with my jem'hadar character, and then switch over to any events that are actually going on here in Star Trek Online. So I might actually have to restart this whole thing right here, so bear with me. Hope you're all doing well this evening. Hope you all have had a good Sunday. Happy Easter to those of you who are celebrating Easter on this Easter Sunday. And I do want to give a quick thank you to everyone who's tuned in to the last 3 episodes of my Chicago Cubs recap series, The Box Score. I really do appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Anyone who's followed the Twitch channel since then, or anyone who's subscribed to the YouTube channel since then, I do greatly appreciate you all for doing so, liking the videos, leaving your comments. Again, I really appreciate it. You guys are great.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help badly.
Kavan, the High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire, worthy of a warrior such as yourself. Would you like to review them?
I'd actually just like to get this mission done first.
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Several of Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Phoenix right there? No. But it definitely looks like a pre-warp shuttle. Or pre-warp starship.
This is Station Control.
Alright, let's dock at the
Captain
S9. Beam over. Talk to Nog.
Hello! I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
And there's nothing wrong with the audio. I just decided I would turn down the music so we can hear
Admiral
the
Quinn's
dialogue
office
between
is
all
behind
the
those
characters.
doors.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, especially the Klingons, consider the Herc to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with your people. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
So the story behind what's going on is this was the Deep Space Nine 25th anniversary missions, and it involves a Herc coming from the Gamma Quadrant to the Alpha Quadrant and wreaking havoc in both quadrants. And I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but there's a twist to why this is all going on. And if you've already played these missions, you know what I'm talking about.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
Let's talk to Proconsul Deton and see what he has to say.
This summit may be difficult. While the Federation will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost. Or the Herc, for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. The Herc are a threat no one can ignore, regardless of what quadrant their home lies in.
Alright, let's keep talking to the delegates. No, let's just go this way real quick. Have to go around in a circle anyway.
Chancellor Jem'hadar has an office here.
And of course, we're going to take an opportunity to just look around the promenade and speak to whomever needs to be spoken to.
Nice to see some fighters around here. You're here to fight the Herc, aren't you? Someone has to, before they eat everything in existence. Some of the other Gamma refugees will moan and groan about this part of space, but I like the Alpha Quadrant. The Bajorans are processing iridium ore here again, and there's good, honest work for people willing to do it, like me. Most of the Bajorans won't go near the processing areas. Too many bad memories about how the Cardassians ran them, I guess. That's good and well. Just means more work for me, considering what...
So that was a Gamma Quadrant refugee looking for work in the Alpha Quadrant. We're in Quarks. Can't talk to Rom and Lita just yet. Work. So let's go out.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
It's important to win the hearts and minds here. Many of the summit attendees, particularly the Klingons, consider the Herc to be our problem, and our problem alone. It's up to us to convince them otherwise. If we don't stand together, the Herc will ravage every civilization, one by one, throughout the galaxy.
Alright. One more delegation to talk to, and it's the Klingons. It had to be the Klingons. Nah, it's just the order I went in. So, let's make it quick. And talk to Chancellor Jem'hadar.
I would not hope for aid from the Empire, jem'hadar. Most of the High Council see the Herc purely as a Dominion problem. There are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for our allies, should they side with you.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Rom. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Herc launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Alright, let's go talk to Kira, Garrick, and Rom.
Looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop.
Blaine, Simple
My father
Garrick,
isn't
but
my
since
uncle's
I'm
bar. Hard to
here
believe he
and
used to work
Quarks,
there, huh?
I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Rom.
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Herc and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Herc attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well, it wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the Board of Liquidators with us for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest, well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Herc have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
Works for me.
Did you have another question?
Alright. Unfortunately, we can't talk to Quark. Probably would charge us anyway. Dr. Bashir. Here, I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Garrick. Might as well.
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Herc problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly. Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Herc. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lucari and the Ferengi offered a hand. There's no love for the Dominion on Cardassia, but we know that we're next if you fall to the Herc. And so, we're ready to be good neighbors. Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Detapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Herc. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick. Will there be anything else?
Alright, let's go talk to Kira. Almost to the Bajoran.
I believe the
shrine.
Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
Alright.
Hello there. I'm a little surprised to see a jem'hadar here. I figured Odo would have come himself to find out where Bajor stands. Huh? I can tell you we're worried. If you fall, the Herc will come here, and we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop them, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion. There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently. A sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon. Something else on your mind? As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Hurk. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War, and he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge. Something else on your mind?
Nope.
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill, even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Alright, let's go. Go this way. Yeah, let's just go ahead.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink? Holosuite? Double? Can't blame me for trying to find profit while I can. My fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Hurk, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead. If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Hurk and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tulaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Your boss, Odo. He's back like some kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed. I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Hurk trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Can I get you something?
Quark's always looking to make some Latinum.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Quark still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here. My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point. Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever. Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, And she's in command of the evil Enterprise. I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark. Was there something else?
Nope. Let's go talk to Mort, even though he's not going to say much. Excuse me. Yeah, told you he wasn't going to say much. You know, he's a strong, silent type. Now let's talk to Dr. Bashir.
Ah, hello there. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently recommissioned Starfleet officer at your service. Can't say I was expecting to see a jem'hadar here today. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Herc. The station took quite a beating. Worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more. The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more are on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Herc dilemma, the better. I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one.
And of course, the Captain Dax he's referring to is Ezri Dax.
Something on your mind?
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
Let's talk to this refugee first.
Are you surprised seeing Koremans here on a Federation station? That's how bad it is back home. We had to come to the Federation to find safe haven. There's nothing for us in the Dominion. Not anymore. That's right. Your gods abandoned us to the Herc and left us to fend for ourselves when the invasion got rough. It's no wonder there's talk about rebellion on Korema and many other worlds besides. And now, here you are, just like us, asking the Alliance for help. Don't be surprised if they refuse. People here still remember the war and what you, Jem'hadar, did to this quadrant. You ask me? It'd be justice if they turned their backs on you, just like you did to us.
Just going the wrong way.
A jem'hadar? Here? Where were you when we needed you most? When the Herc came, we sent distress calls. But no jem'hadar came. The Founders didn't save us. Only a few of us managed to get away on ships before the Herc closed in. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. Their stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Herc came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If our old gods won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
Just bear with me, I'm just sending out notifications to my other social media pages to let everyone know I am live at this time. Okay, notifications have been sent out. Hopefully that means more viewers.
This is Jem'hadar. The summit will begin soon. Send your report to me now.
More viewers who
The
want to
Federation and
celebrate
Romulan
First
positions are
Contact Day.
predictable as always, but I am surprised by the Cardassians and Ferengi. They are usually more inclined to worry about their own skins first. I am not concerned about the refugees. Starfleet and the Bajorans will be all too eager to shelter and feed them, after all. As I said, the summit is about to start. Report to me there when you arrive.
It may be a fictional day in fictional history, but it's important to, celebrate pop culture and everything that comes with it. All the work that's been put in.
Something on your mind?
The lore.
I'm not fond of being gaped at like a dumb
and the canon
stuck
of different properties.
I have many names. At the moment, I am Commander Adetpa, First Officer of the Corps. In another life, I was Agent Kib of Klingon Intelligence. More recently, I was known as the Witch of Nimbus 3. I'm rather fond of that last one. It made children wail and grown men soil themselves. Duchlech! Can't you? Or what exactly? You do not frighten me! And I can think of a dozen ways to kill you with my bare hands! If you're lucky, I'll use one of the three that are quick and relatively painless. Buzz away now, globfly! Duchlech!
I was once called Rodek, son of Nagra. It was a name given to me to prevent a great dishonor. With the aid of Martok, my name, my face, all have been restored. The House of Moog has also been restored by Jem'hadar. My family once again stands proud, with honor.
But as I was saying, it's important to, celebrate all facets of pop culture, whether it be books, movies, TV shows, comic books, whatever it may be. It's important for fans to enjoy it, embrace it, celebrate it. If there's something you don't like, that's fine. There's a whole lot more out there for someone to enjoy. You may not even like Star Trek. There's something out there for you. I don't know why it was telling me to come in here when I've already talked to more. Oh well. Let's go over here. Alright, gotta check in with Odo. Yes, I don't know. Faction leader. How about I just look at the holding cells? Yeah, I'll place myself in a holding cell. There we go. But yeah, celebrate pop culture, embrace it. And if there's something that you don't like, that's fine. Like I said, there's plenty out there for people to enjoy. And just because someone doesn't like something that you like doesn't make them a bad person. Everybody has their own interests, their own likes, their own dislikes. If we were all the same, life would be pretty boring.
What a surprise. Everyone's here and no one's started shooting. Quite a commendable level of restraint. See if you can keep it that way. Take a moment to get settled. Speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
When it comes to Star Trek, I like the majority of it, except for anything that's been done by J.J. Abrams and company.
Hello. I have
it
high
doesn't feel like
hopes for this
Star
summit.
Trek to me.
Many worlds in
And
this quadrant
I
have
don't know
been
if it ever
attacked
will,
by the Herc,
but that's just me.
including my own. We must all realize that without the Dominion, the Herc will wreak havoc throughout all quadrants, and we will all suffer. I can't help but think that there's a path to a peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Ah, the newly appointed First. I'm glad we had a moment to talk before the summit begins. Your report on the other attendees and their positions was appreciated by myself as well as the Founder. I hope you realize the distinct honor that has been bestowed upon you. To speak directly to a god is a privilege, one seldom offered to a jem'hadar. I trust you will not abuse it.
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now. I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
Alright, one more individual to speak with. That's General Martok.
I envy you, Jem'hadar. You have had the honor of fighting the Herc to defend your home as a warrior born. Jem'hadar is not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Herc, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls.
Alrighty.
Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Herc. We will fight them to our dying breath in the name of Kahless and the Empire!
Kapla.
If I can have everyone's attention, thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot to discuss. Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Herc can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor, or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
What's coming through the wormhole? Besides the Defiance?
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Herc. Reading Herc boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
Get to that damaged pylon section and lock it down before the Herc trigger an explosion that could wreck the station.
Let's do this. We serve the founders in all things, as Jem'hadar would say. Oops. Alright. Ready to do this. Give me some insect repellent. Bug spray. Call Terminex. Got a big bug. You know, something really bugs me about these guys. Let's make them go squish.
Security shield is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Okay, just gonna check on one more thing real quick. Alright. So I've got to go up here. Alright, took care of that Herc. Let's use this console. Okay, let's go to this console over here.
Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Herc have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Hey. You heard Nog? Let's restart these safety systems.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section.
So let's go ahead and rotate it. And now let's extend the bridges. Go. Alright, let's go this way. Battle some more hurt. That's right, let's see if I can get revived. Alright. We're up here. Let's go ahead and retract the walkway. Now we gotta rotate it. Now we gotta extend the walkway again. Get these items real quick. Let's go across.
Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online.
All right. Let's do it. There's the console.
All right, the safety systems are reinitializing. They should be up and running in a few minutes. Nice work. Hold on. I'm picking up multiple Herc life signs in your area. They're converging on your position.
Cool, a firefight.
I need you to defend that section from the Herc until the system comes online again. If they get in before that happens, they could knock it offline again, or worse.
And where is the rest of my team, damn it? Looks like I'm doing this solo. See if I can call them over here. Nobody's coming. Alright, fine, I'll respawn. Have to get all the way up there again. seeing how it didn't have a respawn point. Alright, gotta do this again. Okay, let's extend the walkway. Let's across said walkway and do everything we need to do again. Rotate it down. If I can get him from over here before I get over there, that'd be great. Come on. Alright, I gotta get across.
Enemy
on the walkway, damn it. Yes, finally. Stream out.
The Herc are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station. Need you as a combat escort.
Already.
Starfleet vessels, this is Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
Too bad this isn't my Klingon ship of death. I could send the souls of the undead after these ships and destroy them easily. I love firing a barrage of quantum torpedoes. tactics are going for. Come about. Ready another full spread of quantum torpedoes. That's a scene of beauty. One thing I wouldn't mind doing in this game is playing as the Borg and adding anyone's biological and technological distinctions to our own. Resistance is futile. Or playing as the Cardassians. Heck, playing as any predominant Star Trek species that we saw in past shows and movies. I've got a full spread of torpedoes ready. There they go. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. That is a thing of beauty right there. Victory is life. And yes, I know that's what there's some fact that so different line is called. But it's also the motto of the jem'hadar. So I'm gonna go over here. Tough little ship. Got an Odyssey class ship. Ready more torpedoes.
We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
Alright, so in other words, we have to save the station. Opening fire. Ready another spread of torpedoes. Alright, Nog, take your time. We've got this. Or should I say, I've got this. Make a short work of the herd. Explosions occurring everywhere. Let's get after this ship that's shooting at us. Here, have some torpedoes. Not quite the ship I was aiming for, but oh well, it's automated. Docking ring and let's collect some more of her specials. Vessel destroyed. Many more remaining. past this pylon. And let's go over here. And render some aid.
That was the last of
I'd
them.
say that was a job well
Picking up
done.
any Herc ships on long-range sensors, for now at least. Hopefully it's clear to the Alliance that the Dominion is prepared to work with them to stop the enemy. Let's hope they're ready to do the right thing. In the meantime, my fleet will do what it can to keep the Herc on our side of the wormhole. Remain vigilant. I will have new orders for you soon. Remember, victory is life.
Alright, let's go ahead and depart the system. And that concludes Storm Clouds Gather.
That was unexpected, but I suspect it will show the Alliance just how real the Herc's threat is to all of us. After today, I'd like to think that letting the Herc destroy the Gamma Quadrant is not a viable option. For most of them, anyway. In the meantime, I have received a request from Kai Kira of Bejor. She's asked to lead a mission to the Ennis system, and I've approved it. She has also asked for your assistance. Provide it. And first, make sure she comes back safely. Consider it your highest priority. Dismissed.
Well, we're not going to do that mission tonight. We are going to collect the reward we get from this mission. No, let's go with the plasma cutter. Why not?
Congratulations, Honored First.
Alright, got some accolades.
I need your help with a very sensitive mission. A former pilot was trapped on a prison moon in the Gamma Quadrant in 2369. Alien nanotech in her system prevents her from leaving the moon, but it also sustains her life indefinitely while on the surface. It seems the wardens of the prison were planning on curing and granting amnesty to the prisoners until their planet was decimated by the Herc. Somehow, the Dominion managed to obtain the cure, and they've provided it to us as a peace offering. The moon hasn't been hit by the Herc, but it's only a matter of time. We need to cure Opaka and the others and get them out of there before that happens.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and
Something
accept
else
the
in
mission, but I'm not going to do the mission tonight. So I want to see what event they have going on for First Contact Day. Alright, so it actually started on April Fool's Day, which was actually my birthday, no joke there. And if any of you saw episode 153 of the box score, you'll know why that episode was a little hard for me to do. You'll need to watch it in order to find out. So let me just switch over to one of my Federation characters, since it really doesn't matter which one I do it with. If I do it with one character, I should be able to gain the reward for all characters. Let's see. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to wrap up the stream. as I said, after today's episode of the Box Score, tonight's stream was just going to be a short stream. Just waiting for it to completely load. It's taken a long while. Alright, it's finally loaded. Come on. Alright, let's see if it'll let me do the event as this character. It will. Let's go ahead and accept.
Welcome to the first Contact Day celebration. First Contact Day commemorates the events of April 5th, 2063, when Zefram Cochrane made his famous warp flight in his ship, the Phoenix. Cochrane's flight attracted the attention of a nearby Vulcan ship. Curious, the Vulcans landed and made contact with Cochrane and a number of other humans nearby in Bozeman, Montana. The rest, as they say, is history.
Yes, they do say that. Yes, they do. I'll get underway here shortly. Just updating the description for this in the YouTube description section. Alright, it's updated. Let's get on with this special event mission.
Welcome to the first, just as Zefram Cochrane scavenged parts to build the Phoenix. We've scattered components throughout the area so that guests can complete their own small replica models. Once the rockets are finished, we'll launch them.
The scattered parts include components for hull, stabilizers, and engines. Your goal is to get enough good parts to make sure that your Phoenix replica flies straight and far without exploding.
I kind of want to see it explode.
Welcome to the first
Let's close this out. Not mocking you, Stewie.
And it's not a joke. So I'm going to have trouble for you tonight. I'm the woman, I don't have gas, I'm in love. Listen, I get this phone. You will me.
I've had this Stewie's. As I was saying, I've had this Stewie figurine for over 10 years now, and those are the original batteries, and by some miracle, it's still working. But I also had a watch that my uncle gave me back in '95, and that worked for 15 years with the original battery. Alright, let's get some of these materials here. Alright.
The collection round is over. It's time to adjust the parts you have.
Really?
The collection round is over.
Okay, well. I might just restart this, you know.
The collection round is over. It's time to adjust the parts you have. Return to your workbench.
Alright. Let me return to my workbench.
The collection round is over.
Yeah! It exploded! Alright! Okay, I know you guys are saying that's not exactly the result we wanted, Mike. We wanted to see it take off and leave the atmosphere. No, I wanted to see it explode. Alright. I'll probably end up getting a copyright claim because of this song. Oh well. I'll just dub it over. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this stream up. Like I said, it was just gonna be a short stream. I want to thank anyone who stopped by during the stream and watched. Really do appreciate all of you. If you liked what you saw here, please give the video a like or a share on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. And for those of you watching on Twitch, give this page a follow. And if you'd like, you can hit me up on social media. I'm bringing those up right now. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Once again, this is Mike for Pacific 4 and 4 on both YouTube and Twitch. Thank you all. I will see you hopefully sometime tomorrow night, if not sometime Tuesday when I post my reaction recap to tomorrow night's Cubs and Brewers game. So I will see you all later. Have a good night and happy Easter. Happy First Contact Day. Live long and prosper.